This video is about Gengar jumping around like a child on Candy Rush. Welcome to Coding for Kids.
Hello, my name is Jemmy and welcome back to Ep.06 of Pythomon Go. Today I'm going to be starting Pygame, and today's Pygame is nothing much really, it's just this. So this is Gengar. If you didn't know, he's a psychic and ghost type. So it's just jumping around and walking on a map. I know it's nothing much, but I mean, it's the beginning. And there's also a little caption over here, a little Pokeball icon, and Pythomon Go as the caption. And here's a little Gengar walking around, jumping. And yeah, that is our game. Now let's see what we're going to do. So first of all, we're going to import Pygame, and if you don't have it, then go to your command prompt, just type in cmd, and then type pip install Pygame, like so, and click enter. Since I already have it, it will come up like this, but if you don't, then you can print this out. If you want to check, then you do pip list, and then you can check which if you have Pygame right there, that's Pygame, and I don't think it matters what version you have as long as it is above 2.0. And yeah, so let's get into it. After that, I mean, actually you don't need import time. After that, do pygame.init with parentheses at the end, and then now we're going to set the width and height. This one is important to calculate how high our character will jump, and it's important in the jumping process. And here's, yep, this is an equation to measure how high we're gonna jump. So insert these, and then insert isJump to check if are we jumping, and then make it equal to false right now. This is a Boolean variable, and set it to false. Then after that, in V, over here, V is for velocity, equals to 10. And this is how high you want it to jump. If you set the higher, the more you will jump. And then if you set this, then you would have to change this to velocity plus 1, and then change this to velocity 2. So if you want to change it, then sure. And then this is mass of your character. Just leave it at 1 for now. And then run equals to true. And then after that, we're going to get into the real code. So here we're going to create our display, which is our screen, and then we're going to set how big we want it. And here I put 1280 pixels by 720 pixels. So it's going to be HD, I believe. And then in here we're going to create the caption, as I was saying earlier, as Pythomon Go, that little wait 1 second. Right here, Pythomon Go, this is our caption right here on the top left corner. And then our icon is the Pokeball symbol right here. So in order to create our icon, we need to get a file. We need to get a file that has our stuff in it. Let me see where's mine. Sorry, it's kind of messy. Yeah, why did I just do this, Oh, it's right here. So here you will save your file in here too, into a specific folder, and then you would save some images in here, your background, your character, and your icon, and you can have a second character if you want, but mainly we're going to use this and this. So once you have that, you will name them accordingly. Your Pokemon, you can name it something else, and you just need to match it inside your program. So save your Sublime text here, and then save these three stuff: your icon, your Pokemon or your player, and then your background. After that, the next thing you want to do is you would want to come in here, and then you would say icon equals to pygame.image.load the icon.png. This will get that icon image you have, this one right here, and then after that you're going to want to set pygame.display set icon, which is to set that icon, and then parentheses icon, which is your variable, this one. And now after that, you would want to set the background. So the background, as I said earlier, do the same thing with icon, save it into your file, like so, and then just print out the name and its family name, I guess, its last name, .png, .jpg, and yeah, that stuff. And now load player, which is basically the player, pygame.image.load Gengar, or like your other players or heroes that you want to load in. And then this is actually not yet the real player. Then you would set player equals to pygame.transform.flip load player true or false. Okay, this is important if you would want to flip the character if it's moving left or right, or else you have to moonwalk if it's going either left or right, depending on your image. And now we're going to set the position X and position Y. So this is where you would want it to spawn. If you're using the same size as I am, then you would want to use 600 by 540 pixels, which will get it on the floor and in the middle of the screen, like so. And then now we're going to, this is how much it will move. The more you decrease this by, the less it will move. So now it's very slow at moving, you see? Very, very slow. But if you add more, then, there you go, it's zipping through the screen this time. Woo! Yep, that's cool. And then, yeah, that is for moving. Let's change it back to 10 for now. And now move up. You don't need this one. Now we're gonna move on to our while loop. So I taught you in the last video on loop while and for. So here we have both of them. While true, which is always, I told you about earlier. For event in pygame.event.get. And then this is, I think this is going to be when you X out, then it's going to basically exit for you, because you would have to type a command. If event.type equal to pygame.quit, quit. So this is for exiting out. Now we're going to get into the controls of our game. So we're going to use 3 keys. The left key, like the arrow keys, the left keyboard key, and then the right key, and then the up key. Left is for going left. So in here we're going to have if keys pygame.k left. Remember uppercase, this is a must, and position X is greater than 0. Then player equals to pygame transform scale load player 120p by 120p. So this is how like big you want your player to be. I recommend you to go into Google Docs, and then I want you to go over here, and then go to files, go to page setup, and then click custom. If when you come in, it should be standard. Click on there and click custom, and then click to pixels, and then use like so. Get like your size that you want. In this case, it's 120 by 120, and then click apply. And then now you click file and then download PNG, and it'll just save into your computer, and then you rename that and you can use it. It's a handy tool to have at your side. And now once you have your picture, and you can set it as 120p and 120p, position X subtract equals to move. And then now if keys pygame, you're pressing the right arrow, then do position X is less than 1280p to minus 150. So now it'll keep you inside the borders. And the same thing basically, except that this is true or false. This one you can copy from up here. You can just copy and paste. And then position X plus equal to move, which means that it will move. And this is if is jump equal to false, then if keys pygame dot key up, this is to jump, is jump equal to true, then if is jump, F equals to, this is a formula. I copied this from Geeks for Geeks. I will post the link in the description, and you can basically just copy this part of the code and then modify it accordingly. So here I will tell you what to modify. So paste it in, right? There's only one key thing to change. And you should cut out all the comments too, because it's kind of messy with the comments. In here, instead of they would set as a lowercase y, but then I just changed it to position y that we set earlier in here, and then everything should be good. And then now after that, we're just going to have these three parts left. Screen blit bg00. This is where to put in the bg, and then screen.blit player position x position y. This is so that the player will be spawn in on position x and position y, and then it will update it. So yeah, that's it for our code for Pygame. See you later. Whee! It's quite fun actually. You can do a lot of stuff with it. It's just jumping around. That's it. So yeah, goodbye.